Hello guys, this is Kaishiro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about top 5 hand traps in this October 2022 OCG metagame. So disclaimer, before we start this video is without the Maxi because we all know how impactful the Maxi is. Arguably the most impactful hand trap in the OCG scheme of games. So this video is without Maxi, or otherwise it will be the instant number 1 on this list. So without further much ado, let's get started. Coming at number 5, we have Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell is a very popular and strong hand trap in this meta, mainly because it suffocates a lot of the former bestial variants such as Dragon Maid and Punk, Thunder Dragon, and branded Despia variants. So, Ghost Bell answers a lot of those bestial variants. So, Ghost Bell is good against the Tiding, and also it is good on Thunder Dragon shenanigans where the Thunder Dragons operates on the graveyard interactions, and also for the branded because Ghost Bell is very impactful on branded matchups. Especially it can cancel out branded in red. So, the bestial strategy is heavily impacted by Ghost Bell. So, this takes my number 5 slot on this top 5 hand traps. So, coming at the number 4, we have Infinite Impermanence. So, Infinite Impermanence is generally a good hand trap. It saves a lot of games when you are going second and you don't have interruptions going first. Infinite Impermanence is a very good hand card to draw in those circumstances. So, Infinite Impermanence is still good against the top best deck. Without doubt, the Tearlaments, Ishizu, Imperm against Kit Kalos is very underrated, and Imperm can stop the strategy of Tearlaments when they don't have follow-ups. So, Imperm against the best deck is not a joke. Imperm can be also good answer to a lot of tier 3 and top rogue decks such as Tri-Brigade Sprite that is very relevant right now. And also, it is good against branded variants because you can imperm the Lubellion and Aluber. And also, it is good against other relevant decks such as Sword Soul and Fluanderis. So, Imperm answers a lot of a lot of decks in the current metagame format. So, Imperm takes my number 4 spot, and also a lot of decks tend to end on Apollousa such as Pendulum Magician, Pendulum Draco Slayer, and other combo-oriented decks. Imperm is a good answer to Apollousa. So, Imperm is my number 4. So, coming at number 3, we have Ash. Ash is a definitely good hand trap in this meta because Tearlaments cards are affected by Ash Blossom, the Havnis, the Merly, almost all of those cards are affected by Ash Blossom. And more importantly, you can never stress enough the importance of Ash Blossom to cancel out Maxi because Maxi is such a game warping card that it can destroy and turn around games. So Ash Blossom is the best answer for Maxi. And of course, it is great against a lot of decks also, such as Fluanderis and other decks that are very roguish and top meta deck such as Exo Sister. So Ash is a good answer to a lot of hand traps and staple cards such as Maxi, as I have said before, and Triple Tactic Talent. So Ash takes my number 3 spot on this list. Coming at number 2, we have Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. So this card is very impactful mostly on Tearlaments matchup because it is used to target the Kit Kalos with this card to banish the Kit Kalos on the extra deck of Tearlament Ishizu decks and variants. So Ghost Reaper takes my number 2 due to the impact alone against Tearlaments. Because Tearlaments is the deck to beat in this format by a long shot. Tearlaments condense the meta with almost 50% ratio of uh, uh, win gameplay ratio. So, Winter Cherries is a good answer to them. And also, if your extra deck has a lot of space, you can incorporate a lot of extra deck relevant boss monsters of other top meta decks such as Exosister and also other generic cards such as where's that? Access Code, Talker of other decks that can link climb into this. So Reaper is a very versatile card and can be very impactful in decks like Fluandris because they have no almost none to zero relevant extra deck cards, so they can easily incorporate this on the main deck. So that's my number 2. Coming at number 1, we have the Bestial or the Beasted cards. I can never stress enough how important this card is on the current meta game, especially the meta are run by Tearlaments and Beasted variants. When you are new to the OCG metagame right now, Tearlaments and Bestial cards are the most impactful and reigning top meta decks on this format. So Bestial, such as Magnumut and Druid Worm and sometimes Saronir, are very impactful against those decks, especially Tearlaments, because Tearlaments monsters, when dumped to the graveyard, have fusion effects that can fusion summon, but they need to return to the deck to resolve its effect. So Beasted cards are great tech options to out those cards because it banishes a dark and light monster, and especially it is quick effect when your opponent has a monster on its field. So Bestial or Beasted cards takes my number 1 spot due to the power and relevance on this current metagame. It answers Beasted decks also and Tearlaments mostly, but the extra factor of Bestial cards is the extra body you have on your field to finish games faster, and also the add of Magnumut is very huge to add Druid Worm or Saronir on the process because you hurt the Tearlament strategy when you have extra Beasted cards on your hand. And also, with the corporation of Beasted, it is very adaptive and flexible because it has almost no restrictions on the process. So they are extra bodies and they are just better versions of DD Crow right now. They are live monsters and Handtraps at the same time. And it can also answer a lot of rogue decks such as Eldritch because Golden Lord is a light monster. You can easily demolish Eldritch using Beasted cards, and also it is not dead against other top meta decks such as the Exosister and Beasted variants. So Bestial cards, namely these 3, takes my number 1 spot. So this concludes my top 5 Handtraps in this October 2022 OCG metagame. So if you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Peace.